Hi, this is Russ. Welcome to Old Fogey Yoga. I want to show you how I punch up my meal replacement shakes with supplements. And if you're not familiar with all of these supplements, I really recommend that you watch the full video because there are a couple of warnings that I want to give you about using some of them. So first thing with meal replacement shakes, the big problem with them, especially for big guys like me, is they just don't fill you up. So one of the things that I add to them to make them a little bit more substantial is flaxseed meal. And flaxseed meal tastes pretty good. In these meal replacement shakes, you barely taste it at all. You probably won't taste it at all. But it will make your shake thicker and more filling. So I'm going to add some water to that flaxseed meal and start to get it to absorb some of that water. Second, then I'm going to add my meal replacement shake. This meal replacement shake dissolves pretty well in water, so it's fine to just kind of dump it on top here. Next, I want to add moringa powder. I add that to my chocolate shakes, and I add spirulina to my vanilla shakes. And, you know, both of those flavors kind of work together with the meal replacement shake, and it tastes pretty good to have these extra supplements in your shake. And now the last thing, and this one's really going to do a lot for you, is psyllium husk. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of psyllium husk in this. And I want to put that in last on top of everything because once it starts to get wet, it immediately starts to clump up. So you want to make sure that it doesn't get wet until you're ready to shake it all up and really get this thing blended. And after you've shaken it up, it's good to let it rest for a minute or two, and that again is going to help the water to absorb into the flax meal, and it's going to allow the psyllium husk to thicken. Now, the psyllium husk, the warning about this is it can, it's often used for as a laxative, basically. So if you're constipated, this will kind of loosen it up. If you do not already get a lot of fiber in your diet, adding this, you know, taking a lot of this all at once could cause problems there, and could have a real laxative effect. So if you're not already getting a lot of fiber in your diet, you may start with a very, very little bit of psyllium husk in your shake and then add a little bit more over time. Spirulina powder, this actually tastes really good, especially when mixed with a vanilla flavored shake. And I assume that they're all pretty similar. This one has kind of a shocking amount of sodium in it, 100 milligrams. So if salt is a big issue for you, if you need to cut that out of your diet, you may want to forgo the spirulina powder. So one of the good things about meal replacement shakes and bars is that a lot of the food that we get today just doesn't have the same kind of nutrition as it maybe had a few decades ago. A lot of that is due to degradation of the soil. A lot of that is due to the fact that we pick fruits and vegetables really before they're ripe a lot of times, and then end up sending it sometimes thousands of miles across the country to get to its final destination, to get to your table. So when you use a meal replacement shake, if it's a good one and it has a lot of good engineered nutrition in there, then you're going to get really all the nutrition that your body needs, even if the real food that you're eating isn't quite getting you there. So it's a good way to kind of shore up your actual diet. And so I'm gonna... And now you can see that my shake with psyllium husk and flaxseed meal is nice and thick, and that's going to fill me up a lot better than some chocolate flavored water.